What up, Detroit? This is Rob Parker, and coming up on Shop Talk, by now you've seen the video of 50 Cent throwing out the first pitch. The guys in the shop, they go ham. Plus, homeboy highlights with a twist. This time, a home girl, and Mo Ways, the Michigan recruit, he stops by for a sneaker challenge. That and much more starts now. Some people think the best place to talk about sports is on the radio. No way, no how. It's in the barbershop. I should know. I'm a sports analyst. Detroit is a 5-point favorite. Devin, save your money, I know. And I own a barbershop in Detroit. And the cats in the barbershop, they think they know everything about sports.
Get ready for Rob Parker's Shop Talk. Real sports, real talk.
This is Shop Talk.
Welcome into Shop Talk on this Saturday. I'm Rob Parker. We kick off the show with Getting Rob, where you get my take on the 3 biggest sports stories of the week. We start with the Tigers. There's already some bickering as the Tigers are really struggling out on the West Coast. They lose Wednesday night. Joe Nathan gives up a 3-run walk-off home run, and he kind of throws Nick Castellanos, the rookie, under the bus because of the ball that hit off his glove that went for a single. So we will have to watch this story and see how it plays out as the Tigers go on. Tiger Woods officially announced that he will not, N-O-T, participate in the U.S. Open. Not a good thing. Obviously, he's coming off a back surgery, but he misses another major. Tiger Woods hasn't won a major since 2008. People are still wondering, will he ever win another major, and will he ever catch Jack Nicklaus? Remember, Nicklaus has a record with 18 majors. Tiger has 14, and it's been a while since he's won. So Tiger has to get healthy and to be able to have a shot at catching Jack. Finally, Lance Stevenson must have some new strategy when it comes to basketball. He was caught Wednesday night blowing in LeBron James's ear as they lined up for a free throw. The Pacers wound up winning the game, so who knows? Maybe it did work because LeBron only had 7 points, but I'll pass on blowing on another guy's ear. How's that? Now it's time for the big debate. This week, hip-hop music got hit in the jaw, I think, when they saw 50 Cent throw out the first pitch at a Mets-Pirates game. I'm going to tell you, it wasn't the most masculine-looking pitch. In fact, some people are calling it the worst pitch ever thrown, like for a first pitch in Major League Baseball history. Cal, I don't know. Would you say that? The worst pitch ever? What did you think when you first saw it?
It was the absolute worst pitch I've ever seen. And I bet not hear him talking about pitching anything on the block.
Because it just didn't look right, did it?
It just didn't look good. It was bad.
Does he lose his, man card or have to turn it in? When you see a guy, especially a masculine guy like that, take a ball left-handed and almost hit a photographer rather than throwing the ball close to the catcher, what'd you think?
Yeah, I don't see how you can't lose your man card, Rob. I mean, I think my little 16-year-old sister could throw better than that, and she don't even play sports. But, I mean, that's unforgivable. And he's a left-hander. Like, come on, man, you could have made that look good out there, but I couldn't even throw it like that if I tried. You know, I almost have to give him credit because it takes talent to throw a ball that bad and make it look like I'm trying. Because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it that bad. And he followed through and everything. I'm like,
he had a wind-up. He had everything.
I'm like, how the ball ended up over there? That was like a trick shot.
But T, does he lose street cred? I mean, come on, people are looking at him.
Definitely, dude. The man of gangster rap, come on, man. He throws a wild left-handed pitch, and then he's talking junk to Mayweather while uppercuts and stuff with the incident with T.I., and then he goes out and throw a wild pitch like that. Oh, my God. Come on, man.
My thing is, don't you have to warm up and practice? Why would you accept that, accept the whole idea of throwing out the first pitch if you can't throw a ball? He looked like a guy who had never picked up a ball before. Was this a publicity stunt? Some people got it out there like that.
Yeah, man, I feel like it was a publicity stunt. I mean, I hear on the street that he's coming out with a new album, so, you know, I feel like a dude can't just pitch the ball that badly. There's no way.
But don't you think, my only thing is, I don't know about a publicity stunt. Why would a guy want to make himself, Cal, look that bad? That takes forever. People are always going to see that, and whenever you start to act hard or talk about how manly you are, all they got to do is, let's go to the videotape.
Well, you know what? Just like any performance, you have to rehearse it. So it just looked like he didn't rehearse it at all. And for him to do that bad, it's just unbelievable.
But he had on his jersey, he had his fitted on, he looked the part, he had a wind up, am I right? And then it came out like,
Hey, Rob, I don't know. He might have had a couple too many bottles of bub in the club before the game. You don't know. You never know what happened, man.
Actually, he looked like a wankster. You know what
right, not a
You know what I'm saying?
gangster.
Because my thing is, if I do something like that, man, I'm going to go home, tuck myself in the bed, man. It's just...
What are you going to do, roll up in a ball or whatever and cry?
Come on, man. Roll up in the ball. Did you see how he threw that ball?
Yeah, I saw it.
Come on, man.
I mean, the brother looks soft now. I mean, you go from making vitamin water to throwing a pitch as soft as that.
Look like
No
he
street
needed
cred, none. No
look,
street cred. None.
look like he needed some vitamin water.
Something, right. Get electrolytes or something.
And he almost hit a photographer in the head. It went right. I mean, the photographer almost got hit. He didn't react because he couldn't believe the ball was coming there. You know, like, I'm way out of the way, close to the first base, and he's on the mound, and he almost gets hit. So I don't know. Here's a lesson for all guys out there, basically, which is, at some point, you have to practice. Everybody thinks, you know, everybody could play basketball. Everybody talk about how tough they are with football. But baseball is no joke as far as really trying to throw the ball. And the hardest thing to do in sports is hit a ball. But I'm telling you here, throwing a ball, you got to look better than that, especially when you got this persona of this tough guy, gangster, rapper, or whatever. He came off looking like Mr. Softy on that one. Check out the Shop Talk Rundown. Here's what's coming up.
Do you or anyone you know have less than perfect credit? Has less than perfect credit prevented you from getting the auto or home loan you're looking for? If so, contact United Credit, a national leader in credit restoration and education. Having less than perfect credit can cost you thousands in additional interest and fees, and even higher auto insurance rates. With over 10 years' experience, they have earned an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau and have achieved results for thousands of satisfied clients. Let them help you restore your score and get the credit you deserve. Call them today at 877-274-7654.
The best haircuts in Detroit are at Sporty Cut.
Home of the $10 all-even haircut. Hey, Teak, don't take too much off. Come on!
7 Mile between Outer Drive and Myers, Sporty Cut.
If you're looking for good food, go to Beans and Cornbread, the heart and soul of Southern cooking. 29508 Northwestern Highway, Southfield. 248-208-1680.
For the best alterations in town, check out Sam's Alterations on Southfield Road in Lathrop Village. 248-552-9950. Sam's the man. Now it's time for Homeboy Highlights. All right, this week's Homeboy Highlight, or shall we say Homegirl Highlight, belongs to Wayne State University junior pitcher Brianna Lee, who has been voted to the 2014 Daktronic All-America second team. Lee entered the College World Series having made 25 appearances in the circle with 23 starts. Wayne State is 21-2 when Lee starts. She began the year with an 11-game winning streak and has won her last 8 decisions. Lee recorded at least 10 strikeouts a game 10 times, notching a season-high 15 strikeouts against Wisconsin Parkside. Lee was also voted to the All-GLIAC first team as a pitcher. She is averaging the third most strikeouts per game for a season in school history at 9.60 and has held opponents to 3 runs or less in all but 2 appearances. Congratulations, Brianna. You are this week's Homegirl Highlight. Now it's time for the big debate on Shop Talk. All right, let's do a bonus debate here on the show today. And we're going to talk about the Miami Heat. Let's just assume they get to their 4th straight NBA Finals. Do they need to win a 3rd championship in order to solidify themselves as a success on the Big Three coming together? Or have they done that already by just winning 2? Cal, I'm going to start with you. Do they need this 3rd championship?
Yes, indeed, they need this 3rd championship to solidify their legacy. You know, it's only been 2 other teams, I believe the Lakers from 84 to 87, and I think the Celtics that have made it to 4 straight. So, yes, they need to do this 3rd one, but if they don't, they're still in rare company because it's only been 3 teams that ever made it to 4 straight championships.
But Thomas, in this situation, when you put together LeBron and Bosh and Wade, people expected them, I mean, in the NBA, you got 3 players of that caliber to be able to make it to the NBA Finals. They were talking about winning 6 and 7, so they do need to win another one.
Oh, definitely. I mean, when you have a player like a LeBron James who's been compared to the Michael Jordans of the NBA, you expect him to win not 1, not 2, not 3, all those championships. So, yeah, they need to win this 3rd championship in order to solidify their success as a Big Three unit.
And EP, last year they got lucky. I'm going to say they got lucky in one. If you remember, they got a missed free throw late. Ray Allen hit a big, right? And Tim Duncan missed a layup at the rim in Game 7. So it worked out. They got that 2nd championship. If LeBron can't get this one, how would you look at this?
I would have to look at it as not quite a failure as they bring the team together, but they didn't accomplish what they set out to do. Right. So I guess I would have to call it a failure because there's only been 3 franchises in the history of the NBA to win a 3-peat. And LeBron, his whole goal as a player is to be the best, and if he wants to be considered the best, you got to do what the best do. And by winning 2 championships, that's really good, that's very good, but it's not great and it's not the best.
Tink, did you think that they would do that? That they would even be in this situation? Did you think they'd get to 4 straight NBA Finals and have a shot at even 3-peating?
Yes, I think they will. I mean, that's a dynasty team. I mean, for one, you have LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh on that team. So I expect them to win 3, actually 4 titles. But, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, if they do lose, it's not considered a failure because, I mean, the things that they accomplished to get there. So I wouldn't put all that pressure on LeBron James to say if he didn't 3-peat, he's not considered one of the best. So my thing is, if they win or don't win, okay, but he do definitely have 2 possible chance to win another.
I hear you, but I think sometimes that's like letting him off the hook. He put together a dream team, 3 guys in their prime, right, all out of the same draft. All these guys come together, all sign a contract. It was supposed to be about this. I mean, anything less, I think, than this, you look at it, and I get it. They won 2 championships. He can go on with his life. But you would still say, man, they really didn't accomplish what they wanted to, which is really to make a mark, a legacy mark. And 3-peating would make a legacy mark.
That is probably their #1 goal. We remember the press conference. He said not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, and he went on and on with that. But 3 is definitely that mark that makes you a dynasty.
And last thing, real quick, do you pull for them or do you root against them? Because I think it's a mix in the country. I think there's some people who like it a lot and some people don't like that this team has been put together.
LeBron is my #1 guy.
All right.
He could tell you.
So you pull for him. I don't. EP.
Yeah, I'm pulling for LeBron.
I'm pulling, definitely.
All right, there you go. LeBron has fans here in Detroit.
The best haircuts in Detroit are at Sporty Cut.
Home of the $10 all-even haircut. Hey, Teak, don't take too much off. Come on!
7 Mile between Outer Drive and Myers, Sporty Cuts.
Do you or anyone you know have less than perfect credit? Has less than perfect credit prevented you from getting the auto or home loan you're looking for? If so, contact United Credit, a national leader in credit restoration and education. Having less than perfect credit can cost you thousands in additional interest and fees, and even higher auto insurance rates. With over 10 years' experience, they have earned an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau and have achieved results for thousands of satisfied clients. Let them help you restore your score and get the credit you deserve. Call them today at 877-274-7654.
If you're looking for good food, go to Beans and Cornbread, the heart and soul of Southern cooking. 29508 Northwestern Highway, Southfield, 248-208-1680.
For the best alterations in town, check out Sam's Alterations on Southfield Road in Lathrop Village. 248-552-9950. Sam's the man. All right, now it's time for Trash Talking Twitter.
Tony says, gotta give it to Donald Sterling for making Shane pay. He turned a public moment as a racist freak into $2 billion.
Don't frown your face or get mad because as long as you're living
Time to change gears. Here's hip hop news.
Hey, check it out. This is the Hip Hop News with your Uncle Bill. Hey, the main reason the deal with Apple and Beats hadn't gone through is that Apple team freaked out when the Instagram video of Dr. Dre and Tyrese bragging about the $3.2 billion business acquisition hit. Basically, Apple is angered by the leak. As you should know, Apple is always top secret with their business until the deals are done. This is just in. The deal is done. Dr. Dre and partner Jimmy Iovine will also join Apple in undisclosed roles. Wow. In other news, instead of resorting to social media, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has decided to clear the record on what transpired between him and T.I. in Las Vegas in a recent interview. Mayweather Jr. explained that he never had sexual or intimate relations with T.I.'s wife Tiny and has known her before she became involved with T.I. According to Mayweather, T.I. approached him in a jewelry store in New York City this month about a conspiratorial plot to play us against each other. T.I. approached Mayweather again in Las Vegas at Fatburger, where a huge fight shortly ensued after that. Stay tuned. And finally, how does this sound? Chicago Mayor Kanye West? Well, at least one writer wants Kanye West to run for mayor of Chicago. Ben Shepard has launched the Kanye for Mayor campaign. The initiative includes a website, KanyeForMayor.org, that features several pages of explanations on why he should be the best successor to Chicago's current leader, Rahm Emanuel. Shepard believes Mayor West could lead a movement to make this the best city in the world. Well, that's it. That's Hip Hop News. I'm your Uncle Bill. I'm out.
It's Shop Talk's Cut of the Week.
Cut of the week, ball fade with a nice little mohawk, mini mohawk at the top. Blended it nice razor line in the front. Take a look at that. Look at the exclamation of that cut right there. The mohawk look real good. As you go around, you can see the blend. Nice blend there. Like I said, it's a mini mohawk. The ball fade. The sideburn chin strap.
For the best alterations in town, check out Sam's Alterations on Southfield Road in Lathrop Village. 248-552-9950. Sam's the man.
If you're looking for good food, Go to Beans and Cornbread, the heart and soul of Southern cooking. 29508 Northwestern Highway, Southfield. 248-208-1680.
The best haircuts in Detroit are at Sporty Cut.
Home of the $10 all-even haircut. Hey, Teak, don't take too much off. Come on!
7 Mile between Outer Drive and Myers, Sporty Cut.
Do you or anyone you know have less than perfect credit? Has less than perfect credit prevented you from getting the auto or home loan you're looking for? If so, contact United Credit, a national leader in credit restoration and education. Having less than perfect credit can cost you thousands in additional interest and fees, and even higher auto insurance rates. With over 10 years' experience, they have earned an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau and have achieved results for thousands of satisfied clients. Let them help you restore your score and get the credit you deserve. Call them today at 877-274-7654.
Now it's time for At the Movies with Greg.
The invasion will fail, along with every soldier you are sending. We lose everything.
Come find me when you wake up. You can play the war like a video game almost until you get better and better and better, and then you win it. But it's exhausting for his character to have to go through, and he gets killed so many times, including shot in the head by me, because I want to reset him because he's broken his leg, so he's useless.
Right.
Let's go again.
I was thinking the same thing, like a video game, how you can make it, you make it to certain levels.
Yeah, and it's cool because I think that it's great to see Tom Cruise play the unlikely hero. Somebody who is, it's just not in his fabric to be this guy who with the weight of the world on his shoulders. And I think it's a great thing to see somebody with that perseverance, and it's the power of the human spirit, really.
Also something different for him. We've seen him do, of course, other action things where he's, this one, he's like, is also very reluctant. Like,
yeah, he's a coward, really.
Right.
When you meet him, he's a coward. He's useless. He doesn't know how to fight. He doesn't know how to do anything. He's never been on the front lines. And I think my character, knowing that he's our best chance at winning the war, is like, oh my God, this guy's useless, And I love the training sequence where you see her just kick his ass the whole time.
Now it's time for the debate challenge. All right, now it's time for the debate challenge where you take on me and today's contestant. I call him a contestant because it's Ernest from the West Side. And Ernest, we're talking about your Detroit Lions. Everybody has high expectations. There was OTAs this week out at Allen Park. Tell me, what do the Lions have to do this year for you to be satisfied?
This year, I would say just make it to the playoffs. I'd be pretty satisfied. I wouldn't expect them to go no more than one win into the playoffs.
When you say make it to the playoffs, I think you're basically letting the Lions off the hook. They already made the playoffs a couple years ago. It's time for a win, a playoff win. Why won't you hold the Lions to the fire? They have Jim Caldwell, a championship caliber coach. You got some of the greatest players, right, on this team with Calvin Johnson, Matt Stafford, and Ndamukong Suh. Why can't they win a playoff game? Why won't you hold them to the fire for a playoff win?
I'm just not too confident in the defense with the secondary. So I think that may be a key factor in what may stop them from going deep into the playoffs.
All right, that's a legit point. But I ask you, you have to hold the Lions franchise accountable for not addressing those needs. We know they brought in a lot of different DBs, but most are used and abused and other people's problems. So when the draft took place, you couldn't have been happy that a defensive player wasn't drafted in the first round.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I was really mad about that. I thought that we already had a tight end with Pettigrew. So I was surprised our first pick wasn't on the defensive side of the ball.
I'm going to tell you right now, Ernest, I'm telling you the Lions, not only will they not win a playoff game, they won't even make the playoffs according to the schedule that I've looked at and the changes that they've made. If the Lions don't make the playoffs, are you done or are you willing to give Jim Caldwell another year?
I'm done. I was done last year, so I'll be done most definitely.
The Lions have a lot to do and a lot to prove in order to get people to feel good because it's been way too long. One playoff win since 1957. Fans, you guys have to hold the Lions accountable. You can't let them off the hook. Guys are making millions of dollars. There's big-time players at a lot of positions. The Lions have never had so much talent on a roster, yet people keep accepting failure. Ernest, thanks for joining us. Of course, you didn't win the debate, but we appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Here's the Instagram shop of the day.
Jay's Fade, 17178 Livernois, Detroit, 48221. Call him at 313-342-0697.
If you want your shop featured, send us a picture to our Instagram account. Now it's time for a segment we call What You Sportin'. What You Sportin' is sponsored by Bob's Classic Kicks on Woodward in Detroit. All right, today I'm taking on as a challenge Mo Wade's Michigan wide receiver. I got my Asics on right here, blue, orange, sweet. What you rocking?
I got on some, Air Max 95, some green, black and gray.
Man, how big is that? What size is that, man?
I wear 16.
My God.
Yeah.
They dwarf me. They are right, but they're not as sweet as these. Look at these.
I mean, these kind of stand. I got the lime green Nike sign. It's kind of on a chill day. When it's raining outside, so it's comfortable on your feet.
All right. You know what? This week, I might cut you a little slack because you play for Michigan. You got me.
All right.
All right, that's our show for this week. Hey, enjoy the Grand Prix and have a great week. And don't forget, for the best sports talk on the radio, Monday through Friday, listen to Sports Night with Parker and the Man on WDFN AM 1130, The Fan.